Neil, just an incredible day here at the Vale. 3-1 win. Stay up. Talk to us about it.
Oh, where'd you start, Will? Where'd you start? Look, just the overriding sense is relief. That's the emotion behind it, because obviously this football club, and Rory Fitzgerald particularly, gave us the opportunity at the end of January, 20 games to go. They were in, obviously, Wealdstone were in the relegation zone at that time. And I would have felt a lot of responsibility had we not have stayed up. And yeah, the players, the staff and everyone around the football club have been absolutely fantastic, really welcomed us in. And it was something that I was desperate to ensure that we retained our National League safety. All that is down to the players, because this week they have absolutely cranked it up in terms of their understanding and the importance of this game, which is probably something we didn't do great in the last couple of weeks. And we needed a little bit of help, but as long as we did our job, we knew that was the opportunity. And, like I started off by saying, Rory has been fantastic. He is very much integral to Wealdstone Football Club. So I was just really, really determined as to do whatever we could to give him the opportunity to celebrate us staying in the league.
The performance itself, was it just get at them straight away, see the game off as soon as we could?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, we're a better team when we're on the front foot. We're a better team when we're, getting after opposition. And today wasn't a day for sitting back and trying to see where we were and letting the game unfold. So, credit to the players. They trained with a real intensity all week to get themselves ready for that, and we wanted to come flying out the blocks. I say it all the time, I want my team to be on the front foot. I want us to be flying out the blocks, but the players absolutely executed it perfectly. The fans got the place rocking, which we knew was going to be needed. And then it's weird, we get ourselves to 3-0 up in the first half, and if we're honest, could have been 4 or 5. And then the ground goes quiet, and you think, that's not a good sign. And obviously, Dagenham had got themselves in front. But we said at half-time, whilst it's 1-0, Solihull Moors are a very good team, and they're going to get opportunities to get back into the game. So we had to take care of our part of the bargain, which the players did. They handled it differently in the second half, but really professionally about getting the job done. And then obviously when the roar goes up in the second half, and you know that something's happened at Solihull, then what a day. These are the days you want to be involved in football for, and the emotions, and to be able to see the smile on the faces of everybody at the football club today is just unreal. So really, really proud of the players.
You mentioned the roar there when Solihull got their equaliser. For you as a manager, what's the emotion there? Is it, right, the players need to see the job out now? Yeah,
absolutely. Look, the emotion is like one of absolute elation and then relief. But you know that there's still moments in the game that could turn it both ways. I think Dante's made a really good save at 3-1, where if they score to make it 3-2, if Halifax, we're remembering that we're in a game trying to manage our own situation against Halifax, who are going to be going in next week trying to compete to get into League 2 in the playoffs. So we have to take care of what was in front of us. Dante makes a really good save that keeps us with that 2-goal cushion. And then you're just hoping beyond hope that Solihull stays the same as it was with Dagenham. And then when our game finishes, those 3 minutes were the longest 3 minutes ever, waiting on hearing what was going on at the other ground. And thankfully it fell for us in that way. But what I would say is that the players have been magnificent, and they were magnificent today, and everyone involved with the club was magnificent today. So sometimes you earn your luck, and that luck was earned by us, I felt, today. And it'll be a much better week than it would have been.
And lastly, how are you celebrating?
Well, that's an interesting one. I think it's either get back to there's plenty of people in there celebrating on my behalf, I think, at the moment. So we've just obviously had the presentation of awards, and I'll probably get back to the family in North Wales and celebrate it with them, because obviously there's a lot of things that go behind the scenes for staff and footballers and everyone associated with the game, and we put a lot of hard yards in, so it's important you get to enjoy it with the people that back you and support you in doing that. But I just think that first and foremost, it's important that everybody involved with Wealdstone Football Club enjoys it for what it is, because they deserve to be a National League club. We're fighting, we punch above our weight a lot, but there's a lot of good, well-meaning people at this football club, and the players have been magnificent. For us to come in you know, make no bones about it, for us to come in and them to take on board what we're asking for, 20 games, 8 wins, 4 draws and 8 defeats, 28 points, almost 1.5, you know, points per game. You know, they've really turned it around, and it's all credit to the players and staff that we've inherited and the fans and everyone that's backed that. So we'll enjoy the next 24 hours, I'm sure. Thanks, Will.